they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back gets the give. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early on.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Takes the easy one to the back.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Finds his big tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. This time it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. From the shotgun, the inside give. Couldn't find the lane. They pick up a run to the 31. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Wants to return it. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. There's the pressure. Punch it out of the air. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now sliding to his left. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the...
He's got it, first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hold and fire complete. Fights off a defender.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The inside handoff. Finds some fresh air. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Release to the back. This time he's got his man. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. So now it's second and long. He wants to change this route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Northwestern will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Breeze. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Wants to throw. It's Bettis. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Might be changing the route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Using the quick game. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right on target this time. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. Illinois, after that big gainer, might want to see if that works again. From the gun, the running back has it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Zings it complete to the right. Smashes through the tackle. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. To the air on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen.
Turning it on! And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good. The hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He'll pull it on the read. Quarterback's got the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A little release to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to...
Makes the grab past the marker. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Northwestern right back to the line.
The offense with a big opportunity.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown Wildcats. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
This drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Defining a line needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The first down in the final period of this one. Handoff to the single running back. Past the first down marker and still running. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They stop. Almost immediately short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the right. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Illinois lining up quickly. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. The 50. At the 30. Inside the touchdown. Wildcats. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Finds us back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Gets open down the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Working that left side. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Duggan. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll go to the air on third and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looking to throw. Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Illini! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Looking to pass. It's Bettis. Makes the catch. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
It's incomplete, a fourth down stop, and the turnover on downs. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. to the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong.
And the quarterback will be slimmed down back at the 43. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Pocket breaking down. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.